Yo, what's good? Welcome back to What's to React. It's your boy Muse, you feel me? We back for another one. Nice hot topic, you feel me? Listen, I'm from New York, you feel me? So I gotta react to this topic. Even if it's not as big as everybody else think it is, to me it is. Feel me? I came up in the era where Dipset was running. And feel me? Nah, I got to react to this. I got to see what's shaking with it. Feel me? So I'm tuned in. Fuck that. Feel me? I'm from the
I'm
the
extremely
town.
sad about the beef. I don't know if it's just the New York-ish that got me like, what? I don't know if this how niggas beef in New York, but the Jim and Cam thing is crazy. And Lauren, I got some questions about it. I really do. I know it's like a backstory and all that, but
niggas from Cam, day ones.
In my opinion, he acting like he ain't never had nothing to do with Jim at all.
Yeah.
Like
it made me sad, and I know that people are like, "Oh, they've been doing this. It's not the first time." But me as a fan, it made me sad. But there's a lot to it. So Kim yesterday came back to "It Is What It Is," which is a show with Mase and Treasure Wilson, and people have been waiting for him to respond, and boy, did he respond. First of all, he sets the scene. Mase is eating popcorn. So you already know that it's about to watch go a movie. Down. Yep, you already know it's about to go down. And Cam is like, listen, I want to get into this first before we get to anything else. Because Treasure Wilson's like, y'all want to go sports or y'all want to go with the people been saying? He's like, nah, let's get this out the way. Let's clear the air, right? So as he opens up and starts to talk about it, the first thing he says is like, let's set the record straight. Jim Jones is not even from Harlem, right?
Wow. Hold on. One more thing. See, me, I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. I've been living in Harlem for mad long, for most of my life, feel me? So, like, I'm like, feel me? And I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in all the boroughs in New York City for a little bit of time. So I'm from the city, feel me? For real, for real. So this shit hurt my heart off rip when I'm living, I'm saying. I'm tuned back in, my fault. I had something else to say, but I lost train of thought. I don't know, maybe the blunt did that to me.
Stuck to the point where, like, even Wikipedia, if you look up Jim Jones right now, go on Wikipedia, they have his location where he's from as the Bronx, which is crazy because, you know, Jim's a Harlem guy. He got the song moving right now, Harlem.
So how you not from Harlem though?
Oh,
I mean, I don't know where anybody's from.
I'm just confirmed.
I don't know where anybody is from. I'm just, you know,
I don't know.
reiterating what Camron is saying.
They all got Harlem World tattoos though. So if you knew he wasn't from Harlem back then, why did you let him get the tattoo?
Back then?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not from Harlem, but they said they said he was from the Bronx, but he stayed at his grandmother's house in Harlem.
And Cam said that. He said your grandmother's house. Yes, your grandmother's house was in the Bronx, and you was there. But basically, the whole point of the opening of what Cam was saying is like you really weren't around. We brought you around.
Oh,
he went through a bunch of different freestyles.
That's what I wanted to say. They said the name of the podcast that Cam and Mase do. I forgot the name. Y'all gotta put that in the comments, and also let me comment the video so I can see the video. I'm gonna react to the video. I definitely want to see that because them niggas is some funny ass niggas. I see their clips all the time. They are hilarious, bro.
Was from back from 95 and was like, yo, Jim, where you at? Like, you really were not around. We brought you around. And what hurt my heart the most, I was like, the first real shot he took, he called Jim Jones a fan. Let's take a listen.
I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like on your couch. You was a fan. You begged us. You were a fan.
That's mad aggressive.
We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Loose Talk about it. I'm on 141. You hear me? I'm on 141, nigga. None of this. So you can sit around and act like you
on top the hill, nigga. Sugar Hill.
You ever see somebody
I be on 401 with it.
Act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying I'm from Harlem? From Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. You
niggas saying that shit. I had to tell niggas I'm from Queens,
after you heard all these mixtapes.
But you know, I lived here all my life since I was like 8 or 9
that's not like
type
that's on a different level.
I mean, and it's crazy.
That's crazy.
No, but it's crazy because right now, like I said, Jim Jones got that song, Harlem. Like he's literally taking shots at that as well too, because the song is all about him saying multiple times, "I'm from Harlem," and I think a lot of it is just like because when Jim sat down with Justin LeBoy, which is what this response is in response to.
That's why people need to stop sitting with Justin LeBoy.
Don't do my boy like that. Don't do my boy like that.
Oh, that's
honestly,
your boy.
I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Like that interview started everything, but Justin LeBoy was asking questions that people wanted to know, and
he was. Salute to Justin.
Yeah, and he's from New York, so he's like, yo, I grew up wondering all of this stuff, and he just got the backstory on a lot of it, and it started all this. But like the point that he's trying to make, because Jim Jones, when he talked to Justin LeBoy, was like,
just send me if y'all want me to. If y'all don't want me to,
the Dipset motion came from me. They didn't take care of me, but it came from me, and
I'm gonna try to keep up with all the comments.
And it got to a point where they act like I wasn't, so I had to do what was best for me. We was talking about the performance he did with 50 Cent back in 2007 when Cam and 50 was beefing. Camron also responded to that. Let's take a listen.
This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I got no problem.
Look, ironic. Okay. See, I'm from Southside. Feel me? Me and 50 from like the same hood type shit. So it's mad funny. Feel me? I'm from Baisley. Feel me? So it's mad funny. That is ironic. That's why I was like, I gotta react to this shit.
He tricked out their spot.
You can tell I'm talking, man.
Said it. Well, I thought it was funny when he said that. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every that put hands on you.
Yo,
but I see the pattern now. They don't agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you. You keep going on and on and on. Every that put hands on you or you get told to take you cool with them.
Yo, that's nasty word.
Nah, there's no coming back from
that. Okay, so we just have that clip, but to follow what he said, after that, Cam then started to break down all these different beefs that he says that Jim had, that a lot of people know about, some of them. For instance, his issue with Mendices, and he like, yo, it wasn't even that Mendices put hands on you. Gunshots was let off there, and now y'all sitting down, y'all homies, y'all cool. French Montana, you tried to run him out of rap, you tried to run him out of New York, and you went to a movie premiere where, French Montana was making fun of you in the movie, and you sitting there watching the movie. He talked about Mano, Mano and Jim got Lobby Boys, and they did the whole project, and he like, yo, there was one time where you tried to press Mano because of that freestyle Mano did when he was mentioning all the rappers, and Mano had to remind you, like, I'm not one of them, but now y'all homies, but when I try to agree to disagree, because I got love for you, you keep poking the bear, and I'm confused because I got real love for you, but everybody else, it's fair, but when I sit down with somebody that I've been able to make up with, now you got an issue with it, and you throwing shots and you taking jabs, and the jabs didn't even just come at him. They were at Mase as well, too. So let's take a listen to that one.
You was so cool, and we was like, yo, Jomo's a nice guy. Mase like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mase actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap.
That remind me of the Gunna and Lil Baby situation. Her Gunna taught Lil Baby how to rap. Well, that's neither here nor there.
Bring up the clip.
Mase helped me learn how to rap. Mase showed me how to rap. Mase actually showed me. He was the first person to show me how to rap.
Mase actually sat me down.
That's crazy.
The magic to rap.
You're not a compilation of Mase.
The internet did that, and they grabbed that from the internet. But when we come back, we gotta, because I do want to hear y'all thoughts on this. For me, it broke my heart as a Dipset fan. I'm like, dang, even though they do this all the time, it's like, that shit, man.
Yeah, I had a whole crush on Jim Jones. I ain't gonna lie, I'm standing behind him. Actually, nah, because I ain't trying to get hit.
I'm just shocked they ain't smoothed all these issues over after all of these years. Like, this is not even the first time that we've heard this.
You could tell it's always been a problem.
But trying to prove that another grown man is really a bitch is wild.
Oh, no. It got real bad. It got real bad. We got more. We got more audio. It got real bad. We're going to have to come back.
That's the New York. But see, what Dipset and the Diplomats was Camron. That was Camron. So Camron and Jewels were the rappers, right?
It wasn't just Camron.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
It was Freaky.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Talk about it.
Cameron and Jewels were the rappers. Freaky Zeke and Jim Jones was the muscle, right? That's what it was. If you say something about Cam, Jim Jones is popping up at the radio station with 30 people outside. That's how it was. Jim started to rap after that. But Diplomats was all of those four brothers. But Cam was the rapper. Jewels was the rapper. Jim started to rap late. Jim was more the muscle. Jim was the one that was outside. He was the one that was getting the troops.
The goon,
he was the one getting the goon. So that was Diplomats. That's how that whole thing was very important. He was the one that was running around in the clubs, not just the bougie clubs, the dirty clubs, the dirty strip clubs with that flag, making DJs play it. And if anybody violated, he was the one that was sending the goons.
The movement.
And that's how the Diplomats thing started.
So it's strange to hear Cam act like it wasn't real.
Come at this man. That's wild. That's the part that I'm not like really
And that's why I think it broke my heart. I know we gotta they wrapping us up, but in the next hour I want to play a clip to your point, Envy, of Jim being the muscle from, you know what I mean, like what you understand.
Him and Big Joe. Big Joe was the security back in the day. They used to run to the radio stations, the clubs. They were the ones that were running around New York City.
Cam even was like, nah, that wasn't true. That's not it. Let's tell the real stories about what happened when people really ran down on us, and we're gonna get to that at the top of the next hour. Okay.
We'll get to that next.
Wake that ass up in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
I ain't even gonna get the rest of that. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, man. I'm from New York, bro. That shit hurt to see, man. Hurt to hear. Feel me? Then it's a lot of stuff I didn't know. So like, listen, man. I'm a real nigga, man. I seen Jimmy mad times. That's my man's. I ain't like how he went out though on a couple of those occasions. The way they talking. Everything talk, man. You feel me? I don't know what's real, what's not. Feel me? Feel me? Stay out that shit. Feel me? Niggas be seeing me outside though, so niggas be knowing me. Feel me? I don't know. That's crazy though. Whew. Listen, man. Send me them. Yo, like, comment, subscribe, man. And yo, please, if y'all got more videos, any videos that I should react to, especially stuff like that, because I'm from the town. I'd love to know more. Feel me? Link in with your boy, man. Holla at your guala. Feel me? Your boy Muse is out of here. Thank you for tuning in to What's to React, man. We always appreciate it, man. So love always. Feel me? Thanks, y'all.